Okay, I'm down here in Delaware Township, New Jersey. A fella gave me a bunch of hay. Actually, two guys did. They're at the point that it's going to be October in the next few days, and they're just at the point where they've had enough. The quality of the hay is pretty poor. They're trying to do second cut, and first cutting is just not cutting it for them. They just can't do it anymore because nobody's going to buy this stuff. You can see my mowers behind me, my Jeep. But anyways, I was kind of talking to him about tractors because he runs International, and I don't know anything about them really, other than they're light runners. They seem to have enough power, but I don't think they're built like a John Deere, to be honest with you. And I know you International guys are going to say, "Oh, John Deere's junk," But I beg to differ. I've looked these tractors over, and to be honest with you, they are kind of built cheaper than what a John Deere would be built. So what I'm looking at here is an 826 Farmall. It's naturally aspirated. I already looked. But it's not a bad tractor. He's got a little bit of an oil leak here at the back, which isn't any big deal. But I was looking at the frame rail. The frame rail is almost identical to the one that's on the International M. It's just a chunk of channel iron welded to a mount. Nothing really special to it. It's kind of got a tank on it like a 450 would have. So, yeah, the old hubs are just like the old hubs. Even this looks like the old M. These, blocks like that. It has the dual PTO, which is nice. John Deere, you got to pull I'll give them that. They got a good PTO on them. They just... Actually, to be honest with you, I think this tractor's an awful lot like the 450. It's got like a power shift type thing. It's got a torque amplifier, I think. It's a high and a low. There's your throttle, which I always felt that the throttles on the Internationals were in a kind of a queer position. But that's just me, I don't know. But anyways, I was talking with him about these tractors, and he says, "Oh yeah," he says, "I know John Deere makes a better tractor." He says, we were International forever, and it's just kind of hard to get away from an International when you've been an International operator for a lot of years. So I don't know. I just kind of think that they're not a bad product. They're just not what I would be running, I guess. Maybe that's all it is between International and John Deere guys. To be honest with you, I do find them to be rather cheesy. I'm sorry to say. If you look at the steering arm on there, look at that thing. I mean, it looks like one good groundhog hole and you've busted it off. These are the older ones, so yeah. So I guess that's just the way they were. I like the tractor. Looks like a nice tractor. It's built pretty reliable because this thing is obviously at least 30 years old, maybe more. I don't know when the 826 series was. Farmall 826, you got to be talking the early 70s on these. I don't see any dates on them or anything, but yeah, 18434s. These are actually the same tire that's on the 4020. I don't even know what horsepower these are. I know it's a naturally aspirated. Yeah, so yeah, but that's it. So anyways, back to the hay. He gave me a bunch. A bunch. Like, this guy gave me probably, I'm going to say 100 acres. And the other guy, he gave me damn near that. About the same. I'd say maybe 70 and 70. Maybe it's 140 acres between the two. Maybe more. I still have a little bit to do yet, but I got to travel, and it's Sunday afternoon, and I got to travel to get there. And they're in two opposite directions, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm able to get into the one place because it has a fence, and it's only 15 feet wide. So, if it's only 15 feet wide, my mower's 15 and a half. It takes 16 feet to get through it. and there's a ditch on the one side. I think I can weasel my way through there, but it would be tight. So anyways, I'm going to go down and I'm going to look. I think it's 15 feet 11 inches, so I could probably get through it all right. But anyways, yeah. So that's just me rambling on about internationals, John Deere's, and mowing hay. So thanks for watching.